Nation, what's going on, y'all? I got my brother Mitch in the building. What's up, brother?
What's going on, dude? Appreciate the invite again. You got a lot better of a Raiders background than I do. I'm somewhere in I don't even know the jungle right now. But shout out to the nation. I'm glad we could finally do this.
Yes, sir, man. It's been a while, man. I wanted to have one where it's just me and my bro, man. We can just talk. Last time we had a lot of people on. It's kind of hard for everybody to kind of get words in when you got fucking 6 people on. But we're here now, man. How you doing, brother? How's everything going, man?
Good. Just got out of work at Chat Sports. Made a whole bunch of videos today around the Raiders schedule, around a whole bunch of other NFL schedules, strength of schedules. Raiders right now are at number 8, but that's based off of 2020 stuff. But at the end of the day, just got home. After I get done doing this, I'm gonna go get some dinner. I'm gonna go to bed.
That's what I'm talking about, bruh. So I know we're not going to go into detail about the schedule because I know you got your shows coming up. What do you think about? I mean, the schedule thus far, like just looking at it, like what do you think thus far? Oh shit, I think my bro just dropped off. Oh, there you go. There you go. Can't hear you. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Now, so what I tried to do is leave what you got going on here and try to look at the YouTube stream, and then I realized that it kicked me out. So I'm back.
Oh shit. No, it's all good, brother. It's all good. So what do you think thus far about the schedule, man? I mean, it kind of sucks. I see Tampa Bay probably with one of the technically the easiest schedules in the league. And we're always up there in the top 10. Well, what do you think thus far looking at the schedule, man?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we need to stop talking about the beginning part of the schedule so much and really worry about, can this team finally start winning games when it matters the most at the end of the season? Because it doesn't really matter what you do in the first half. It's what you do with the second half. And I'm going to blame it on inexperience. We can blame it on COVID, we can blame it on all these things. But until we start playing better at the second half of the season, then, it doesn't really matter. However, they do have a tough ending of the schedule. There's no doubt about that. When you're in the AFC West, luckily, the NFC East, I'm not really too scared of that part of the division. But, you got the Bears. Like, that's not going to be an easy game. The AFC North, that's going to be a gauntlet of a schedule this year. But it'll be a good test for a young team.
That's facts. Shout out to Gerardo, man. Appreciate you, brother, becoming a YouTube member. For those who have not joined yet, hit the join button on the page. Become a member. You guys will get exclusive perks, all kind of other extra stuff. I'm going to break it down in the video soon, but I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, Terrence. All y'all, man. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so what do you think about the draft, brother? We haven't even talked about the draft thus far. I mean, everybody says the reach with Alex Leatherwood and blah, blah, blah. I believe that Tom Cable got his guy. I'm comfortable with that if he's comfortable with his guy. But what do you think about the whole Trayvon Merrick thing with his whole the back injury and him falling to the second round? I mean, what do you think, just period, point blank, about the draft? I know it's a broad question.
I think I was one of those guys. No, you're good. I think in the very beginning when I was like, oh, shit, they took Alex Leatherwood, number 17, it was a bit of a reach, and it was a name that not a lot of people heard of. But the issue that people aren't looking at is you got to look at it now as a complete picture. And if I were to tell you that we were able to get Merrick and Leatherwood with our first 2 picks, people would be happy. Do I think there's a lot of people out there overblowing the reach? Yes, I do. And I'm going to give the Raiders credit in terms of, like, they knew that certain guys in the draft were going to drop. Like, if people were going to tell me that Merrick was going to drop because of the back, Jeremiah Will-Moore was going to drop because of the back, that's why they took Alex Leatherwood, because let's face it, he would not have been there at pick number 43, at pick number 48.
Not at all.
He's not there. So, like, you go out, you get your right tackle, and I don't really think Alex Leatherwood's ever going to be like a top 10 tackle. I don't know if he's ever going to be a top 15 tackle. However, he is going to be a reliable starter in the National Football League, I'll honestly say, for like 8 to 10 years. And that's a very viable thing to have, especially at a right tackle position. But is he going to be ever worth the 17th overall pick? That still remains to be seen. But I do like what Tom Cable's been able to do. And, I mean, when you have Colt Miller, Leatherwood, I think Leatherwood's going to develop very similar to the way Miller did, where it might take him 1 year, but when he gets his footing and he really learns the position, I mean, he's a good football player. So I really think it's not so much of a reach anymore. It's more of like you need to look at the entire draft, and us trading up for Merrick or the Cowboys is something that I absolutely loved.
Yeah. Who do you think is the steal in the draft? for us? I mean, and I'm not talking about undrafted because I want to
alone,
talk about undrafted soon. But who's our one of our picks that you think was just like holy shit? Like he could be he could be special.
yeah, I don't want to just say the name we just mentioned, Merrick, but Merrick going at 43 was somebody I was like, damn, if we could get him at 17, I'd be pretty hyped about that.
Yeah.
I'll also throw out the name Tyree Gillespie. Tyree Gillespie is a fun safety from Missouri where if you guys get time, go through on the tape. He held, Kyle Pitts went number 4 overall, 1 catch, 8 yards. He has a really good tackle against Najee Harris on the goal line. He had a good game against Jalen Waddle, where I think he only gave up like 6 yards. I mean, in terms of finding players who step up against big-time competition, that's something that we needed. I don't know if Gillespie's going to play a lot this year, but that's if I have to see, like, who's that player that we took in the 4th round, a lot like a Max Crosby that could turn out to be a good player. I think he's a sneaky guy.
What do you think about my boy Malcolm Kuntz, man? I was very, very big on him out of Buffalo. I was like, I had him on all my mock drafts early, man. Like, that was my guy, man. What do you think? What do you think about him? And do you think that he'll fit in this 4-3 system? I know he played the 3-4 at Buffalo, and there's a lot of skeptics out there because he went to a small school. What do you think about Kuntz?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you get a few drinks in me, I might say his name in a way that it can't be allowed on YouTube. I've made that mistake a few times. There's no doubt about that.
Shit.
I think what people need to realize is Malcolm Kuntz was brought in, and the reason why he was brought in, Mike Mayock said it himself, when he looked at the tape, when he looked at the overall, picture, it reminded him a lot of Yannick Ngakoue. And Yannick Ngakoue was kind of the same build where he was just a freak athlete, just trying to figure out what football was at the time, drafted in the 3rd round, out of Maryland. So, like, a lot of connections there. And if you're a player who you have, like in Kuntz, and you're like, all right, if his tape reminds me of a young Yannick, bring him in, let Yannick, get underneath his wing a little bit and teach him. But the way that he's going to make an impact for this team is I think they're going to look for him to be the impact player, what they were hoping for Carl Nassib. And what I mean by that is, like, sure, Nassib was like in this 3-4 system, but they wanted to have somebody that they thought was a bigger outside linebacker, if you will, that could be an edge rusher. And if I'm the Raiders, I use him the exact same way that the Raiders use Benson Mayowa in terms of, like, he's going to come in, or even like a guy like Bruce Irvin comes in 30% of the snaps. You're like, all right, man, pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. That's what I would have him do.
Do you think he could potentially replace, either Yannick or Max in 2 years? I know both their contracts are up in 2 years. Do you think that maybe he will be the future Leo if Gus Bradley sticks around?
Oh man, those are big questions because, like, this is the conversation I've been having on the Raiders report, where it's like, everyone wants to always talk about Derek Carr, but I'm glad you brought up some of these other players as well. Where I'm like, I like DC, and I want DC to be our quarterback if he plays well. But the other reason why I'm sitting here saying, like, I don't know if I'm going to extend Derek Carr is because if you give all this money and you allocate all this money to our quarterback right now, what does that mean for guys like Max Crosby? What does that mean for a guy like Yannick Ngakoue, whose deal is going to be up? And, some of these other players that, if it really comes down to it, like, if you could tell me right now, would I rather have Yannick Ngakoue, Max Crosby? Let's figure out a way how to keep Cleveland Ferrell. Maybe we give Josh Jacobs a deal. Jonathan Abram, if he plays the way we do. Like, Trayvon Mullen, I'm losing my breath, but we have so many young players that I want to be able to keep on this team if they play well. And I don't know if you're able to do that with a guy like Carr, but
I agree.
If Kuntz is good enough and has a good enough year where we can let those guys go, then that just means he's balling out. But I like Yannick, and I want to keep Max too because he's everything that you're trying to build around.
Especially with all these defensive tackles on 1-year deals, it is kind of nerve-wracking to think about that. Like, all these contracts eventually are going to come up, and we have to figure out how we're going to keep everybody around. Shout out to Donnie Gill. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member, my brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to Dustin White, my brother, always supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you, King. And also shout out to Raider Way. I appreciate you guys, man, very, very much. Undrafted. What do you think about Ragas, man? I know everybody needs to pump the brakes a little bit. Everybody's saying beast mode 2.0 and blah, blah, blah. I watched a lot of his tape. The guy's he's nice. He's a big guy. Bowling ball kind of dude. What do you think? Do you think he can make this roster? Is there? Do you think this is maybe one of the reasons why Jalen Richard may be on his way out, which we all know he will be? We're not paying $3.5 million for a 3rd string running back. And Theo Riddick may be a camp body. We don't really know. Let's just be honest.
No, I think in terms of Jalen Richard, you should move on from him. If you want a pass specialist running back, I'd rather pay Theo Riddick $900K than Jalen Richard $3.5 million. Do I think Jalen Richard's a better player? Of course I do. But if we are trying to figure out where we can allocate some of that money and put it somewhere else, you don't need a third string running back. And then in terms of Regis, the kid from Louisiana is Louisiana.
Yes.
He's a Raging Cajun.
Raging Cajun.
The comp that I'm gonna give for a lot of Raider fans out there. So my original comp for when I did my shows for Chat Sports was Vic Ballard. The other name I'm gonna throw out there, if you're gonna say beast mode, you're crazy. He's a lot more of Chris Warren than he is a guy like beast mode. Like Chris Warren was a good player at Texas. He was a good player coming out of high school because he was bigger than everyone else and could be a bowling ball. Regis, I think, is actually he's gonna look pretty good, I think, in preseason football, and I believe that. And he's going to be a player that's going to be physical and coaches are going to like him. But at the end of the day, he's just not that athletic. He's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. And then when you talk about a lot of these running backs that try to be bowling balls in the NFL, they don't last that long just because it's a very demanding position on your body. And he's a
north-south
running
kind
back
of guy too, right?
He's
like more of a north-south. Yeah, he's more of a north-south type of guy. I mean, you're not going to really get him to do a bunch of different things. I know that he backed there was Eric McGuire over in Louisiana. Who was it? McGuire? No, Elijah McGuire. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. He actually backed him up for a while, and then he got drafted to the NFL, and then he took over. But I mean, I think he'd be a nice third option. I mean, he's a cheaper option. I mean, let's just be honest. I also like the old boy from was it from Nebraska?
Wisconsin, Graphk.
Oh, Wisconsin. I'm tripping. Yeah. He looks nice too, man. He played with Ingold. He's a beast.
I mean, he's really athletic too. I mean, Ingold to me is definitely like you're more of your fullback, and Graphk is probably a fullback as well, which is probably going to hurt him because I'm not going to keep two fullbacks on the team. Now, maybe he's more of a a practice body, if you will, and luckily for Graphk, it's worked out so well for Ingold that they're like, all right, well, maybe we can bring this guy in and he can be a good teammate and he can do what we need him to be able to do. But, I've had people ask me, are the Raiders going to go out and sign a free agent running back? I'm good on the free agent backs. I know there's names out there like Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson. I mean, I'm good. We got Drake. We got Jacobs. I'm not going to go out and pay one of those veterans probably $2 million. That's just I'm good.
Yeah, it's not worth it. If there was one free agent out there right now that we can get, who would you go grab? I mean, I know there's a Melvin Ingram out there. There's other guys. There's still Richard Sherman, which when we grabbed Casey Hayward, I thought that the writing was on the wall with that situation. I mean, what would be a free agent right now that you would be like, you know what, let's go take a chance on him?
I mean, obviously everything comes down to dollars and cents, right? So if I'm thinking right now, a guy like Casey Hayward, he basically signed a $1.5 million deal, but it can get up to $4 million. Yeah. If you're telling me right now I can get Melvin Ingram kind of around that exact same deal where we're like, all right, Mel, we're going to give you $1.5 million, and if you play the way that you can play, we'll give you that $4 million. Definitely a player that I would keep in mind. I still like Justin Houston. He's had 8 sacks over the last 5 years. He's played all 16 games the last 2 years now. I think he gets more money than somebody like Melvin Ingram. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. But one of the reasons why that Mayock and Bradley, they love Hayward is because Hayward had said it himself. He's like, I know this defense like the back of my hand. So that kind of makes me think all right, they're going to go with Melvin Ingram. But also Ryan Kerrigan. Ryan Kerrigan's a very good pro as well. Good edge rusher, brings a lot of stability. So if I'm going to go that route, I'll throw out those names, but maybe even also somebody like a Sheldon Richardson, but that's probably going to be a little bit more of an expensive player as well.
Yeah, or Justin Houston. I mean, there's some guys out there. The reason I like Ryan Kerrigan as well, I mean, he's a leader in the locker room. He could be – I just think this D-line already is nice, man. I really think that we already have what it takes. I think a Melvin Ingram would be great to bring in just because he'd be a situational guy. He won't have to be the starter that he was with the Chargers, and he already knows the system. And let's be real, we already have our future Leo on the lineup. So it is what it is. Let me get some questions in real quick. Melvin's too slow. Screw him and Jamarcus Russell. Hey, Mitch, when you getting your Raiders tap, man? Was that 100K?
So it's funny you mentioned that. I actually was on the phone last night with a tattoo artist who watches the Raiders report. So shout out to Ian. And what this is basically what's gonna happen is the objective is I fly him in. I think it's August 17th, and I want to get one for my family first. So family first.
Okay.
That's gonna be my arm sleeve. So I'm gonna work on that, and then we're drawing up an idea for I got like a leg sleeve coming in. So that's where I'll get my Raiders one. But the issue is I don't know if I'm gonna have it all done by 100K because he's kind of booked out and in the future. But the way I wanted to be able to do it was like, if a guy watches my show, if he takes time out of his day to be able to do it, then I want him to go ahead and make my Raiders tattoo because I don't have any tats and I don't know how good my paint tolerance is. So if I can sit and talk to a guy about some Raiders stuff while he's tatting me up, then that's what it'd be about.
So you're gonna get it here in Dallas. In Dallas?
Yep.
I will be there. I am coming. Yeah. I will be there. I have to be, bro. I have to be there for this, bro. Because for those who don't know, like Mitch is my guy. Like we've been talking about a Raider tat since I've known you, bro. What, for fucking 3 years or something like that. It's been a while. Man, bro, I gotta be there for that. He said Mitch ain't gonna do it. I think at King Savage, I think Mitch is gonna do it, brother. I think he's gonna do it. So I gotta ask you this.
I got it drawn up. You guys can talk to Ian. What's up?
There you go. Okay, look, I'm a conspiracy theorist, man. Ask me if I'm tripping right here. I mean, tell me if I'm tripping. So, Aaron Rodgers to Denver. What do you think about this situation? Because right now, I feel like Denver may have drafted Patrick Surtain for Green Bay, if that makes any sense. I feel like their secondary was already deep. Like, do you think? I know I see Mark Schler say that there's already a deal on the table and blah. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers will be a Denver Bronco come week 1?
I think the most likely team for him to go to is actually the Denver Broncos. Yes, I do. And if I'm Rodgers, I think it makes a lot of sense because like if you're going to chase another ring, if you're looking at a team that can pay you, they also have the second most in cap space. Yeah, like Denver did a lot of good things. They got a lot of good things going on around them, and I do think that Denver's a team because if I'm also Rodgers, I want to be able to go to a team that's shown me that, hey, I can bring in a veteran quarterback, Peyton Manning, and go out and win a Super Bowl. But I also think a lot of people need to think about the Raiders as well, and simply because if you look at it from, like, let's say, like, what does Aaron Rodgers have left to do? He's already got a Super Bowl. He's got 3 MVPs. If he wants to start setting himself up beyond football, and I'm going to use the comparison of LeBron James where, let's be real, LeBron went to the Lakers to set up himself and set up his family after basketball. If Aaron Rodgers wants to be able to do that, I think the Raiders make a lot of sense because he's not going to go to an LA team because both of those teams don't really need a quarterback right now. And if he does want to actually do this thing with Jeopardy, the closest flight beyond LA is actually Las Vegas. His wife also lives in Los Angeles as well. So, like, it'd be pretty close and easy for him to be able to do that. And if Rodgers wants to really, truly build a market, I mean, I saw you tweeting the other day about, or like on IG about the ticket prices in Vegas.
Oh my!
There's going to be so much hype around Las Vegas. Like, you can't tell me right now. The only place that Rodgers is going to grow the most is in Las Vegas. So, like, I do think, like, from that standpoint, if he's really trying to set himself up after football, Vegas makes the most sense.
It does, though. Most definitely. What do you think about Julio Jones, man? June 2nd. What do you think, man? June 2nd. This is one of my guys because, look, I feel like Bryan Edwards is going to be our number 1 receiver. The thing is, Bryan Edwards can't stay healthy, man. He's been hurt since South Carolina. I can't, like, DC needs a reliable number. I get Waller as his number 1 guy. I get that. But I feel like he still needs that number 1 target at the wide receiver position. And if Bryan Edwards can't stay healthy, I mean, what do you think about bringing Julio Jones? Has missed, I believe, 10 games since 2015. Most of them came last year. Before that, it was 15 games, I believe, in 2019, where he had 1,400 yards. I mean, this guy is still productive as hell, man. I mean, I get people say he's injured, but if you really look at his injury history outside of last year, he really hasn't been that injured. You know what I mean? So what do you think about bringing him in?
So if you're going to go for Julio Jones, there's 2 reasons why you do it. Either A, you feel like that your roster is good enough right now to win, and on paper, this Raiders defense looks good. Yeah. And on paper, the offense with some of these younger receivers, it looks good. But we also been singing the same song and dance for so damn long now that, like, when it comes to it, you actually got to go on the football field and you actually got to win. So, like, in terms of Julio, I think everyone watching right now, and if you agree, like the video, like, he's a top 5 receiver when he's fully healthy. You could argue the best damn receiver in the National Football League. And even last year, in a bad year, I mean, dude still put up like 51 catches, 765 yards. But before that, it's like 6 straight years of over 1,300 yards.
100 yards.
I mean, he's incredible. But if you could bring him in also, like, we have to pay him. It's $15.52 million for this upcoming season, and then 11.5 for the next 2 seasons for him to round out his contract. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if he's healthy, it's 100% totally worth it. But the other aspect of that is this.
I thought that Atlanta pays the 7.5, and we pay the other 7.5 this season because they would basically pay half of it. That's what I've seen. So it wouldn't be 15, right? In the first year, I know 11 in the second year, 11 in the third year, but I thought that we'd only pay 7 this year if we did trade for him.
I was under the impression it's 15. I potentially could be wrong, but from our team at Chat Sports, I believe the Graphk that I'm thinking about off the top of my head is if the Raiders trade for him, it's 15. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, we've been wrong before.
We all do it. We all do it, bro. We're all wrong at some point.
I think also, like, but for Atlanta as well, like, they're in cap hell right now. If they're trying to get rid of him, I mean, Peter King is a guy I respect. Peter King's the guy that broke the DeAndre Hopkins news, and in terms of him being traded, he said, "Hey, don't be surprised if Atlanta would be willing to trade Julio for a second round pick." And then, like, the next day that report came out, Calvin Ridley got I believe a new deal. Like, they're not going to exercise his 5th-year option, something like that. So that again shows a little bit more confidence in Ridley to be able to take over. But if you can go out and get Julio Jones for a 2nd-round pick, you do it. And the other reason why you do it is you make your quarterback happy. You make Derek Carr happy, because if all this talk about him being your franchise guy, this and that, the easiest way to do it is by actions. And I like Ruggs. I like Edwards. We all do. We like John Brown. We like Hunter Renfrow. They're not Julio Jones. It's really simple.
Yeah. I like. Hey, get your questions in, Nation. Get them in for Mitch, man. If you got questions, man, put your questions in. Let's get them going. I asked this question to all my guests. We're all over the place tonight. It is what it is. Who is your starting defensive line, brother?
Starting defensive line. So I know you're asking me this question, but I actually do not like it. So I guess I'm gonna go Yannick Ngakoue. I'll go Yannick Ngakoue. I'll throw out either. That's the thing. Like, I think in running situations, it's Quentin Jefferson, Jonathan Hankins, and then Cleveland Ferrell. If it's a passing situation, Yannick, Max on the outside, Solomon Thomas on the inside, and then you can switch between Quentin. You could also throw in David Irving. The reason why, you kind of said, like, you love the defensive interior, Gus Bradley doesn't blitz a lot, so he's going to want to keep a lot of fresh faces out there. He's going to want to keep a lot of fresh guys coming in and out. So, like, the starting lineup to me is, like, whatever. It's more about, like, situational, like, passing to running. That's how I would look at it, because they're going to be rotating guys in and out, like, which is good. Yeah. It's just fresher bodies.
No, I agree. Hey, how do you feel about the rumor Simpson is starting in week 1? Fire, dope, crazy, or what?
I've seen the rumors. And, like, the rumor is, like, the hope is that he can start. But my idea is, like, what else are you supposed to say about a certain player? Like, Mike Mayock literally said 2 weeks ago that, we like Jared Jones-Smith or whatever the hell his name is. Like, then you go out and draft Alex Leatherwood in the 1st round. Like,
for real.
Like, there's people that just, they need to just say certain things, cover their ass, kind of ordeal. But in terms of Simpson, like, they're just saying that. The Denzel Good, they gave him 2 years, $8 million. Yeah. He's going to be a starting guard for us. Thanks. Now, maybe if Richie Incognito isn't healthy, sure, maybe they throw in John Simpson. But Simpson's a good backup, and that's what he's going to be.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out to James Lane, man. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the family. You just hit the join button, man. If y'all can hit that join button, become a member of the channel. You already know. Love y'all, Nation. Samoan said he wants to get something together with all of us Raider content creators in the club, the club at the Allegiant Stadium, man. What you think about that, bro?
I'm going to be doing watch parties for every single game, so I don't really know my situation personally, like, I mean, if I can host a watch party there, I'll do it. I mean, you're working your way and you're busting your ass to be able to do this full time. And when I
Yes.
do watch parties, like, honestly, like, I do a watch party and, like that money helps me pay my bills, do certain things like that. So would I love to party it up with y'all at the win? Absolutely. But I'm working on being able to work with those guys and being able to do Raiders reports in Las Vegas every week. But if you guys want to party, we can always party.
I wanted to tell you, me and you talked about this before off cam, but the Cowboys game this year, I'm trying to I'm over here burping this shit, get this suite together. So remember we were talking about maybe you going live and doing your thing over there at the actual Raider and Cowboys game. I mean, would that be possible?
I can't do it in a suite. So we've already talked to the NFL teams. Like, they will not allow our cameras personally in suite.
Oh,
because they'd be worried that we would stream it. However, with us having a big Cowboys channel and a big Raiders channel, the objective is for us to be able to potentially go and tailgate there. But straight up, like, if you guys come to Dallas, Texas for the Raiders game, there's going to be so much stuff going on. Like, there's going to be a bunch of parties going on around here. And I actually kind of like the idea of people coming into the game and then staying the entire weekend in Dallas. Like, there's going to be a lot of shit going on. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Ryan Robinson. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the family, brother. And also shout out to my brother Michael Edwards, man. YouTube member, man. Appreciate you guys, man. I really, really do. You guys keep the lights on around this motherfucker. That's real shit. So, hey, let me ask you this. What do you think about my guy? Because this was my guy, top 5 defensive tackle in the draft. What do you think about grabbing Darius Stills undrafted? I'm going to be honest. I had him in the 5th or 6th round in most of my mock drafts. What do you think about Darius Stills? I mean, have you looked at any of his tape? I mean, what do you think about him? I know he's undersized. I mean, I know he has that label on him. But what do you think about him, man? Do you think he can crack that defensive tackle room?
So it's a deep room, but I'll be honest, I had a 4th or 5th round grade on him, so I was pretty excited about him. Like, I like the Darius Stills pick, and I'm actually working on trying to get Darius to come on the Raiders report. So I know the old quarterback at West Virginia. I actually met him down here and one random night in Dallas named Skylar Howard, and he messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, you're gonna love Darius. He's a hell of a worker. He's a good player." I'm like, y'all gotta tell me. I had Darius going into my drafts in the 4th and 5th round for some other things that I did. So, I was pumped, but it's also a big reason why I believe he was the 1st or 2nd player that the Raiders called, which is always a very important thing because remember, when you're a UDFA, it's kind of like, all right, who can we go out and get first? And the very first player the Raiders got last year, Javen White, still on the team. And I believe it was Darius Stills, and I believe the other player that they called first was
Stoner, right?
Dylan Stoner, which I'm pretty sure they're just trying to sell jerseys there. But maybe they just know their nation. But Stills to me is legit. Like, he's a player that's going to be able to come in. He's going to be able to contribute. And even if he doesn't make the final 53-man roster, he's going to be a guy that's on that practice squad. But he also worries me a little bit in terms of if he doesn't make the 53-man roster, kind of like somebody like the guy who I interviewed last year. His name is Madre Harper, where he ended up going to the Giants. I think he ends up getting picked up.
Southern Illinois, right? Madre? Wasn't he Southern Illinois corner?
Saluki. Yeah. He went to Oklahoma State, left Oklahoma State, went to I believe it was Southern Illinois. Saluki, whoever the hell the Salukis are. If you can spell it, you got it.
One thing I seen Des Bryant tweeting today about Stoner, man, saying that we got to steal in him. I mean, I know they both Oklahoma State guys. I mean, so you maybe not look too deep into it, but a lot of people are speaking real highly of this guy, man. I do like his last name. I'll tell you that. I think that works in Vegas. But what do you think about? I mean, have you looked at any of his tape? I mean, do you think that practice squad guy? I mean, is that what we're looking at? Pretty much, right?
So I think the reason why people are speaking highly of him is because of the last name. But what I don't want people to fall for, and I'm gonna say the Keelan Doss effect, where Keelan Doss is a fun player. He's a good route runner, and he's a good practice squad player. And in the preseason, Keelan looked good because a lot of the times you're going up against 2nd, 3rd stringers, sometimes 4th stringers, where, let's face it, Keelan can go up against those guys. That's kind of what Stoner reminds me of. And the biggest issue for him is, like, where exactly does he fit in our team? Because he's not really a burner. He relies on his hands. He's a good route runner, this and that. He's not better than Renfro.
At
Not
all.
better than Willie Snead. He's not better than Keelan Doss. So
Yeah.
I just named those guys right there, and he's not. How many receivers are we going to keep? I mean, we're probably going to keep 6, maybe 7 receivers on our final 53, and like Ruggs is a lock, Edwards is a lock, Brown's a lock, Snead's a lock. Do you keep Zay Jones? You just gave a race to. It's hard for me to see him making the team because, I mean, let's face it, he's a good player. He's not better than the guys we have.
This shit kills me with Zay Jones. I always say this on a lot of my lives, man. It kills me. Like Zay Jones is like he's like Hulk Hogan in the offseason, man. And then he's just like a jobber after that. It's just like you never see him. Like the guy has the size, the speed. I know sometimes his hands, oh man, just. But what do you think it is with Zay Jones, man? Like, what's going on with him?
I don't know. With Zay, Zay's a good player. Would I have given him a $1.1 million raise? No, I would not have done that. Yeah. If I'm being real with y'all right now, like I think the biggest reason Zay has been able to keep a paycheck and been able to keep a spot with this Raiders team, it kind of is like Mike Mayock not being able to swallow his pride. So when Mayock used to obviously work before he was with the Raiders,
I can see that.
Mayock had Zay Jones as a top 5 receiver. He had him as a top 5 receiver in his like draft grades. So like I always feel like Mayock's like, well, had him ranked top 5. He could be this great receiver out of East Carolina who had, I think he had like 157 catches, some shit like that when he was coming out of college. But
he owns like every record over there at East Carolina.
It's just sometimes.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Sometimes it just doesn't materialize. Yeah, you're good. I honestly think like our streams are a little bit off, but
it's all good, man.
This is you. Like this is.
Yeah, bro.
People come here for you. They don't come here for me. So.
Fuck. No, see, bro, look, we're family in real life, bro. So you know how this shit go. It is what it is, bro. Like, we talk shit on camera, off camera. It is what it is, man. So everybody's saying the stream is cool. You are a little delayed here and there, but we good though. Let me see. What's good, Docs? Love the channel. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to my brother Swin. Pool, man. Shout out to you. He said Graphk and Mitch go together like Stabler and Bolitnikov. That's heavy. That's heavy right there, man. That's heavy, man.
Who's Stabler? Who's Bolitnikov?
Only Mitch would say that shit too. What's that movie? Take the compliment. Shit. Hey, so what do you think about week 1, man? What do you think about week 1 going at home with Lamar Jackson coming in? Let's be honest. I mean, me personally, the defense ain't the same that it was in Baltimore. They lost a few guys. They are a run-heavy team. They lost some guys on the O-line as well. Like, what do you think about week 1? I don't want to go too much into the schedule because, like I said, I know you got videos. But what do you think about week 1?
Well, let me just say this. And first off, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here where the city of Oakland deserves a lot better because the whole thing with the Athletics, obviously what happened with the Raiders, people blame the NFL teams far too much, but I think, you would say this too. It's Oakland. It's the way that it's run. Like that's the issue. And you're letting really amazing fans just kind of down. However, you can also see with the move to Las Vegas, if you are a Raiders fan, like this move does help out the team because we're getting 2 Monday Night Football games the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, players are going to want to start coming here and you're going to start making more money. It's one of those things where, like, it sucks. And I can already tell you, Las Vegas, tailgates will be fun. Nothing like Oakland. It's just one of those things where, like, from a business standpoint, it makes sense and you can see it in the schedule. But from an actual, like, fan standpoint, that kind of sucks. But back to the actual game itself, you're going up against Lamar Jackson. You're going up against a very dynamic offense, so being able to control that. But I'm with you in terms of like them losing guys. They lost Matthew Judon. They lost, Yannick Ngakoue. I love Yannick's tweet as soon as he found out it was Monday Night Football. He's tweeting out there, but like
really too.
The Ravens to me are still a hard team to be able to put my finger on.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, but for me, the Ravens they're going to be a hard team to be able to put my finger on, and just in terms of like. It's a team that shows up sometimes and they look really freaking good. There's other times where I'm like, I'm still not that impressed. If the Raiders can stop the run, they win the football game.
So I know I seen a video I think today. Shout out to my brother Icy Nate, man. He sent me. So Gus Bradley, he shut down that run game. I believe was it last year or the year before? Like when they played Baltimore, he may have the cheat code on them, man. I'm gonna send you this video over, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Like Gus Bradley really shut Baltimore down, that run game down. And I'm not afraid of their passing game at all. Like I really honestly believe we can get 1 or 2 INTs week 1 against Lamar Jackson. I know they went and got Sammy Watkins. They grabbed another receiver in the draft. I'm just not too spooked of Baltimore. I'm really not afraid of that team. Like I just don't really see it. I feel like they did not get better than they were last year. You know what I mean? And I feel we improved. So,
I think for us the advantage is this. Like Lamar Jackson is the type of quarterback where sometimes his athletic ability, you really just if he's on, there's not many ways that you can stop it in terms of just like it's almost like I don't want to say Michael Vick, but when he's on his game, he's just so athletic where sometimes you got to take your cap and be like, all right, man, you beat us today. However, when you have this long to be able to prepare for somebody like Lamar Jackson, it might help you out a little bit more. And it's one of the reasons why I think he struggled a little bit more this year than he did, in the sophomore year, just because you get more tape on a guy, you can figure him out, this and that. But I do think the Raiders will match up well with their passing game. It's just can they stop the rushing attack and can they stop this and that? And I'm going to tell you right now, like you're going to hear so many reports out there about Nathan Peterman. And one of the biggest reasons why they brought back Peterman is because I'm going to go on, like this is something I've been mentioning because I got a guy at the Raiders. He was telling me they're going to try to use Nathan Peterman as like this like scout quarterback where if they have a mobile guy like a Taysom Hill or a Lamar Jackson, like they're going to try to replicate that. Obviously, you can't replicate Lamar, but at the end of the day, the Raiders will be prepared for him. But like you just got to put QB spy on him, and hopefully he don't beat you with his legs.
Who do you think we use as a spy? I know Arden Key last year was spying on Mahomes. Who do you think will be that guy this year?
Good question. If I'm going to use any of my middle linebackers, which is probably the route I go, and I actually might not even use a middle linebacker. If I'm going to use a true QB spy and overall athletic ability, I'm probably going to use Jonathan Abram, where I say, hey, Abram, come on up, play in the box. You keep your eyes on Lamar, because if there's one guy who I think can run sideline to sideline with him probably the best, it is Abram. Now, I'll also say, like, pump the brakes a little bit, because if you hit him like the way that you want to hit him, he's a quarterback, you might get in trouble for it. But if I'm the Raiders, I put a QB spy with Jonathan Abram up in the box on Lamar, and I just say all you do is basketball reference, box and one. Where he goes, you go, and that's the way you do it.
Smart man. Let me ask you this, man. What do you think about our other 3rd round pick? I'm a huge fan of Divine Diablo. I think that this guy can be a huge steal for us. I know a lot of people, Cam Chancellor, the whole Virginia Tech connection and all that, and Gus Bradley. But what do you think about him? I mean, I know if you watched this tape, I know you've done your homework on him. Like, what do you think about Divine Diablo?
So I didn't know too much about Divine until maybe like 2 weeks before the draft. And then, I was talking to Tom, and Tom's the guy that we have at Chat Sports. And I honestly believe this. Like, Tom does so much research on draft, and he's like, dude, you got to watch this, the Divine Diablo guy. And I'm like, why? He's like, he's my number 4 safety in this year's draft. I'm like, really? He's like, I know you've been talking a lot about, Jamar Johnson. You've been talking about a lot of these other guys out here. He's like, I'm telling you right now, Divine Diablo is a stud, but he has to go into the right scheme. And I think he fell into like the perfect scheme for him personally. Like they're going to use him as a linebacker. It's bad news for Tanner Muse in terms of like the player that they were hoping Tanner Muse would be. It's going to be Divine Diablo. He's just a better player overall. Now, do I hate the fact that they gave him number 49? I hate the fact that they gave Merrick number 25. I was hoping for some better numbers there, but
oh my God, bro. Carl Joseph,
he's going to be a player. I don't know. I mean, if I'm Corey Littleton, though, like we hope Corey Littleton's better, right? And like he can rep the 42 number. Yeah. But like for Diablo, he's going to be able to play linebacker. He's going to be able to play safety. He's going to be able to really move all over the football field. Yeah. But if I'm being honest, like in terms of grades wise, when I did my grades video, the highest grade was Merrick. The second highest grade was Diablo, because I gave him an A-. Really good athlete, and he's physical. If they could use him like in that Cam Chancellor role, like you're hearing that name a lot. That's the way that you're going to see him succeed. And, I'm excited to see where he is. And he might not be good this year in terms of what we're expecting. 2 or 3 years down the road, though, yeah.
The reason why I wanted to get the Diablo jersey, but then it was number 49. I hate the number 49. Just being from Northern California, I cannot buy anything that has 49 on it. So I'm like, God, bro, like, why you had to get a homie the number 40? Yeah, it just killed me, man. Shout to the 400 plus people in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Go ahead, brother.
Good. Explain to me the 49 thing, because I've heard this multiple times. Like, because I am from XYZ in California, I can't get 49. So this is me being like, maybe not hip with it, but you got to explain.
49ers.
Oh, that's way too easy then. I didn't even,
that, bro. Like when I mean
I'm
to tell you,
like area codes, zip codes, 916. I'm doing all this stuff in my head. I'm like, why doesn't Graphk like it? So,
bro,
okay.
when I count to my sons when they were little, I would skip the number 49, bro. Like that's just what it is, bro. Like, I just hate the 49ers that much. Like for real, man. So what would you grade our draft completely, bro? Like what do you feel? How do you feel we did? Do you think this was better than our last year's draft? I mean, is this the best draft since Mayock has been there? I believe so.
Well, I can't say it's better than the 2019 class, because the 2019 class, I'm going to cheat and just say, like, that 2019 class was pretty damn good, right? Like, it's one of those things. But is it better than last year's class? Yes, absolutely. Yes. I think you're going to see a major improvement. I gave it a B+ grade. I gave it an 87 overall, and I don't know what grades you got in high school, but if I got an 87 on a test, that shit's going up on the fridge. In terms of just excitement, like, I get a lot of people out there, they're all about the A game going on the fridge, but if I got a B+, guess what? I'm hyping that shit up. I think, though, it's just people got to be patient, and like that's the biggest thing. Like, the issue is, though, like, Raider Nation wants a good defense. They want to win right now. They're like, man, we've been waiting for 20 years. I don't want to be patient anymore.
Yeah.
But this is a draft where I'm like, be patient. Be patient. If a guy doesn't turn out that good in the first year, it's okay.
Yeah.
They're rookies. Like, it takes some time to marinate, and I think if we're patient, they'll be pretty good.
What do you think about this whole O-line? Like, that's the only thing that has me really worried. I feel like this defense with Gus Bradley, in addition to Gus Bradley already, it just turned our defense. Paul Gunther was just ass, man. But I believe that we're going to be better on the defensive side of the ball. I think our offensive line is going to hold up. I truly do. But I feel like that's going to be the wild card with us this year. What do you think about the O-line?
This is the way I look at it. And, everyone in the comments, like, let me know, like, how y'all are feeling. How do you feel the offensive line did last year?
Very suspect. Like they pretty much rated out pretty much one of the worst offensive lines in the league, right?
And all I'm going to say is, like, Tom Cable, I thought, did a phenomenal job being able to piece certain things together. And people are like, oh, our offensive line's not going to be as good as it was last year. And I'm like, it really wasn't that good. Like, it really wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So if we can just be as good as what we were last year, we're going to be a better football team. Now, the hope is Colt Miller lives up to the contract we gave him. The hope is Andre James lives up to the contract that we gave him. But, like, I think if Richie's healthy, I think with Denzel good, John Simpson ready to rock and roll, Alex Leatherwood's going to be a better first-year rookie than somebody like Colt Miller was. I still think he'll be, like, middle of the pack Leatherwood, but, like, the offensive line wasn't really that good last year, y'all. Like, I mean, we really need to think about that. Like, I love Rodney Hudson. I mean, Rodney Hudson was my dude. Gabe Jackson, the guy that I absolutely loved as well. But Trent Brown was an absolute shit show. The left guard position was an absolute shit show. And, I mean, most of the games started at right tackle where Sam Young, Brandon Parker started some. Like, I mean, like, let's be real, guys. Like, I think this year, if Sam Young's not starting and Brandon Parker's not starting, we can be okay. Like, it's going to be okay.
True. Shout out to my brother Dustin White, man. Thank you for the donation, brother. As always, man, you always support the channel. Thank you, King. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Raider fans will always be. Cheers to me. Keep up the great work. You're always putting out great content. Next drink on me. Thank you, brother. Raider Nation for life, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one more real quick, man. Shout out to James Platt, new member. Welcome to the family, brother. I appreciate you, King. Thank you, man. For those who have not hit the join button yet, join the button, man. Hit the join button and join your membership, man. Become a member. And real quick, one more real quick. Let's hear a tandem, fellas. Now, I know Mitch is in the house with his girl. So I know he might be have to, but you know what? Raiders! Let's go. And my son's asleep, man. So I gotta be quiet.
What's funny about that is like from my standpoint, I saw you yell it and I knew it was about to happen, and then just totally blew out my eardrums here. So like, hang on a second.
Oh shit.
We're a little bit delayed.
Oh shit. My bad, brother. My bad. Where you at the house? Let's go. Let's go. Got my brother Mitch to scream out Raiders. Is Alex in there?
I mean, she's watching a movie. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Real quick, hold on. Sam Young has more heart than TB. I mean, shit, anybody. Hey, John Q's son has more heart than TB.
I mean, TB don't even have a pulse. Let's be real. I mean,
that's crazy when you can say John Q's son has more heart than TB. That's some wild shit. Hey, wipe them feet. Hit the thumbs up, man. Wipe them feet. Wipe them feet. Teams are going to bring heat up the middle on us this year and test our interior. I think our interior is going to be great, man. I think the defensive line is going to be a very, very strong suit for us this year. I think it's going to be a strong suit for us this year. What do you think about Solomon Thomas, bro?
I like the move up Solly because I think it's one of those things where if it works out the right way, it's going to be a good move. Now, it reminds me a little bit of David Irving in the sense of like you're hoping that you can get the best out of Irving because when he shows up and he's motivated, he's really going to be a really good player. But the reason why Solomon Thomas straight out said like I was offered more money somewhere else, but I picked the Raiders because it reminded me of the similar scheme that he ran at Stanford.
Yeah.
And they didn't run that same scheme in San Francisco. But I mean, Solomon Thomas is the number 3 overall pick for a reason. If you use him the right way, I'm going to believe that he's going to be a good player. He's a good athlete, in great shape. A little bit undersized, sure, but like I don't know. He's never going to live up to the number 3 overall pick.
He's not.
But he could be a player that I think does really help that interior offensive line.
You put him back. You put him back at 3 tech, man. He's not a defensive end. I mean, he was out of position for a long stretch of his career. I think he may do good, man. I mean, there was a reason why we gave him $5 million with incentives. I think that he may ball out. What do you think? If you had to pick 2 Pro Bowlers on this team, 2 of them, who are our guys right now? If you just had to just shoot the shot, don't go with the easy DC. Like who are like me personally? I think Littleton could be a Pro Bowler this year.
I'll go with Yannick Ngakoue. I think he's going to field a ton.
Okay.
I'll go with Yannick.
No Waller, no DC, no Jacobs.
All right. Well, I wouldn't have picked Jacobs because I don't think he's going to get as much work.
Okay.
I can't go with Waller. Damn. Go Colt Miller.
I like that. Okay. I like that. Colt Miller. And I think Littleton's going to be that guy this year, man. He's so pissed about that scheme he had to play in last year. He's fired up, man. I can't wait.
I don't know if you ever heard this song. I was listening on my AirPods the other day. A song called "So Nation," and there's like this part in it about Littleton, and I was like, "Shit!" Like if he could only step up and be that dude, it'd be amazing.
Hey, I gotta send you the "So Nation" too, brother. You have to be the first person to hear it, man. You got to be the first person to hear it. I got to shoot it your way. Yes.
Right,
every year,
Raiders Report intro.
Every year we're getting a new one, man. And you know I'm gonna send it to you first off the rip. Shout out to my brother Ray to Tape, man. He said the Ravens week 1 make our newly assembled O-line look silly with how they blitz and coverage. Hey, they do blitz like crazy. What do you think about that, man?
I'm curious how they have so I think the reason why they ended up drafting is Jason Owe. He wants to go by Odafe Owe now. He's going to try to play this like Matt Judon type of role, but filling in for a guy like Matt Judon's not going to be an easy thing to be able to do. But luckily, Okay, if you have a team that is like the Ravens that can blitz a lot, you have now what 3, 4, 5 months we have to prepare for it. So like
Yeah.
you should be ready week 1. Like I get like you can throw different things at certain teams, this and that, but like for teams that like to get super creative, you can prepare for it right now. So that's why sometimes like week 1 teams look flat or teams look stale. I'm just a believer that people are just that smart and like they can prepare for it. So
Yeah.
I actually like the matchup against the Ravens. I do, and maybe I'm crazy, you know, a few months from now, but it's a tough matchup. But at the end of the day, like if you consider yourself among the elites, you need to go out and beat the elites.
Let me ask you this real quick, bro. I know you always work every Sunday, so it's like it's kind of easy for this to not worry about going to games because you have to work. For those who don't know, Mitch actually does this for a living, so he has to. You know what I mean? What do you think about these astronomical ass prices, bro? Like $700, bro, for the top seat in Allegiant Stadium on Monday night. Like, how do you how do you justify that shit? Like, how do you justify that, bro? Like, I feel like they're kind of like just weeding out the guys that grew up watching this shit. You know, back in the day, I grew up in Oakland Coliseum. $60, you had a great seat, a great seat. Now $60 won't even get you in the parking lot. Like, what do you think about? Like, do you have any thoughts on that?
From a fan standpoint, it's a very disappointing thing, right? Like, you obviously want to be able to rep your team. You obviously want to be able to do these certain things, but like,
Yeah.
you know, now it's not only just the ticket. You know, it's the plane. You know, the plane flight to Las Vegas. It's the hotel. I mean, it's a serious commitment now from a personal standpoint, like a professional standpoint. That's why I keep, you know, the Raiders Report for free. Why I'm like, hey man, if you want to come over to the Raiders Report, watch the show, chill out. We can't give you that real tailgate experience because you're never going to be able to experience it again. But like,
Yeah.
if you want to come watch the game, have a good time, you know, I think like that's what it's about. Because the one thing I'm worried that Las Vegas is going to do is like take away from what makes a Raiders experience amazing. Where you show up, man, if you don't leave stumbling over your feet, if you don't leave with a full belly, if you don't leave like I don't even smoke, dude. I left with more freaking doobies than I could even imagine having. Now, it's funny because like I met a lot of Raider fans there, and I was like, hey, if y'all let me, you know, crash in your Airbnb, I'll give you all the stuff that I get. So like,
Yeah.
shout out to the guys that, you know, let me crash on couches or like let me crash in a spare bed because they're like, dude, this motherfucker like gave me like 10 doobies today. I'm like, all right, like let's get this thing going. But like,
Yeah.
it's the overall experience, and like that's what people are not gonna get. Like, I don't have kids. I know you got young kids, but you know, it'd be me being like, you know, hey guys, like this is a fun tailgate. This is a fun game.
Yeah.
But like, this is like, you don't know what Oakland could be like. And I'm super blessed that I got to experience some of those games where, you know, when I have kids and I bring them up and I'm like, hey guys, like Las Vegas is fun. But like, this is what Oaktown was like. It's different.
I remember I told you that when you went to your first game, you were supposed to stay with my uncle, and he ended up going out of town. And you were like, "What do I need to know?" Was this the Jacksonville game? Was it the Jacksonville game?
The first game I ever went to was Monday Night Football against the Broncos, and it's, you know, big. It's you are literally, and I've said this before on the Raiders Report show, like the biggest reason why I couldn't consider myself a Raiders fan until I went to a Raiders game. Like, because like you find people that are just like, not like I like the Raiders, but there's Raiders fans. Like it's different. Like where it's like it's a different level of appreciation where I'm like, I can't say that I'm a fan until I'm actually at this game, until I'm actually at this experience.
Yeah.
And you know, like I remember riding the BART in, and I like legit had butterflies in my stomach. Like it reminded me of my days like back in college, you know, getting ready for like a game that I'm getting ready to pitch. Like I'm sitting on the BART and I'm riding in and I'm like, dude, I'm nervous right now. Like I'm excited to see this. And, you know, you're walking over the bridge and, you know, you're starting to walk into the Coliseum. And I remember the Raiders banner and the Oakland A's banner. And I turned to the right. I went to the right because I was at the time with the TBH group. And, you know, I'm walking down like the path, like down there and then into like the big parking lot. And, you know, I remember walking by this giant Darth Vader blow up, you know, thing, all these porta potties right next to me. And I'm like, dude, this shit is wild. Like, and it was it was the most insane experience I could ever
Yeah.
imagine, and that was also like the whole FAB thing, and it's kind of like how our channel started, the whole FAB whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
people just chanting, and it was crazy. It was crazy.
I really miss that feeling, man. I feel like we're never going to get that back. But I also get it, man. It's a business. I feel like Mark Davis finally realized, look, man, I have something great over here. Like, I need to capitalize on whatever I got going on. And I get it. I understand. But for those who have never got a chance to go to Oakland Coliseum and experience that, I feel sorry for you, man, because that shit, I grew up there. Like, that shit is different, man. That shit is different. That's why, like, people are like, you're the craziest Raider fan ever. I'm like, because I grew up in that shit. Like, it's just totally different, man. What do you think about the whole club experience? Do you think that that's going to take away from football? I mean, like the whole, what do they call it? The atmosphere or some shit? I don't know what it's really called. But like, do you think that's going to take away from the actual football experience? Because in Oakland Coliseum, we would listen to some Mac Dre.
We're like,
you know what I mean? We would listen to some Mac Dre and dance. Like, that's all we did. Like, it's like, what are we doing now?
my problem is like I don't even know how much those tickets are going to be.
Yeah.
So like, I literally can't imagine. But like, I don't know about you. Like, anytime I've ever been to a club, man, I can't hear what's going on. I can't see what's going on. I don't really know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So like, but if I'm at a football game, like I want to watch the game. Like I don't want to be, this whole, like, I get the whole club experience. People want to be, closer to the game, this and that. But I'm also a believer, like, if I'm in the stands and I'm next to some freaking diehard Raider fans, like, that's what I want personally. I mean, I don't want to be next to, I love my family, I love all these people, but like people that go to those clubs, I mean, no offense, I guarantee you they're not diehard Raider fans. I mean,
At all.
I'd be pretty surprised. I bet you there are people that are the away team that want to go to Vegas, have a good time, and sure, if you're a Raider fan, you can afford it. Great, I think that's great for you. But I don't know.
I hope you can make one
other
game.
Avenues.
I hope you can make one game this season, bro. I'm going to New York. Me and Honcho are meeting up for the Giants game. I'm going to Pittsburgh. I'll probably go to Cleveland. I was gonna go to Baltimore, but bro, the way that shit is set up, I'm like, Vegas may be out of the question. Like, it's just crazy, bro. But if you had to pick one game, man, I know we're not talking. We're just kind of just talking, shooting our shit. What game would you go to this season?
I'm not gonna say the Cowboys game because I live in Dallas. If I could honestly, legitimately go to one game, it would probably. I want to go to Vegas. Like, there's a no doubt that I want to be able to go to Las Vegas. I mean, I'm gonna kind of cheat here. I mean, the Monday Night Football game, the first game in Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
I guess I got to go that route just because it is the very first live game in Allegiant Stadium, and there's going to be a lot of emotion. There's going to be a lot of people, there. There's going to be a lot of this and that, and I also think it'd be a cool opportunity for me as a professional, being able to get my name out there because, obviously I know people know who the Raiders Report is and like knows what it is, but at the end of the day, like there's a lot of people that don't know who it is. So if I could get my name out there even more, it's probably the route I'd go.
I'm gonna be real, bro. The whole time I was in the draft and I was out in Cleveland just networking with people, every time they said, "You look familiar." And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I do a podcast or a Raiders show on YouTube." And they say, "But what is your name?" And every time I said my name, "Oh my God, you do Mitch, you got Mitch's song. You do the Raiders Report." And like my brother was out there with me. He doesn't even watch sports. He was like, "Bro, like that's crazy how they know you from a song." You know what I'm saying? They was like, "Man," I was like, "Yeah, man, Mitch is my guy, man." You know what I mean? We were like, "Oh my God, that's so crazy that, we hear your song every day." And I'm like, "That's so cool, man." Like the nation, but like I say that because you were saying like the first live game, like I shot that video at the first game ever at Allegiant Stadium, the New Orleans game. So it's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy, man. Let everybody know, man. I know Alex is in there. I know you're gonna do your thing. I got my bro on for a little over an hour. Where do they follow you at, brother? Where do they follow you at, man? I know tomorrow you're gonna be on vacation. I know you about to head out and do your thing for a while. You deserve it, brother. I know you work hard every fucking day. Where can they follow you at, man? Let them know.
You You guys can find me at Graphk Raider 916. No, Graphk 916.
Shout out to my brother, man.
You got. No, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I appreciate everyone who's always come across the Raiders Report. And if you guys have any questions for me, I always say Mitchell Renz 365. My DMs are open. I won't be answering my DMs probably the next 4 days. I'm just being real with y'all. But, like, at the end of the day, if we can just continue to grow this thing and continue to grow the nation in general, where, this offseason, I've really tried to join other people, especially, your show as well, where I just love talking to Raiders. And I think at the end of the day, like, if you are out there trying to make a podcast, trying to make a YouTube show, trying to make this or that, like, I mean, I remember you and I probably talking, a year and a half ago, you're like, man, I think I'm going to do this. And I'm like, here are a few tips, here are a few things, to get started. And, like, that's all it takes. Like, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do. And if you feel like, you need some help starting something. I mean, I remember when I was a kid 5 years ago, started a podcast in my parents' attic. And now, luckily, I have the ability to do what I love to be able to do. But there's so much content you guys can create. And if you have any questions, again, hit me up, IG, Twitter, at Graphk916.
And you know what's so crazy, man? When I first started this, I told bro I wanted to do a Raider show. And bro really helped me a lot behind the scenes. And that Mitch plays a pivotal part in why I do what I do. I mean, I'm a diehard Raider fan, but you see, I love to go grab other guys and try to get them as much shine as they can, because at the end of the day, man, it's all about the shield, man. And Mitch didn't have to do what he had to do. Like, he helped me a lot, man. And I appreciate you, brother, for real, man, from the bottom of my heart. Tiff just told me to tell you hi too, and tell Alex she said hello too. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, brother, and have a good time on your vacation, man. I'm still gonna be live for a little while. I'm gonna let you go, brother, because like I said, I know you got your thing going on. Tell Alex I said what's up. Send my love. Any last words, brother? You good?
I'm gonna go pack. I gotta get up early. I gotta be at work tomorrow at 7 a.m. So I'm gonna go out, hang out with my girl for a little bit, because I haven't seen her much over the last 2 weeks with the draft and the schedule and everything going on. But much love to you. If you need me to come on, just message me. I mean, I got some crazy shit coming on. I get to see some family members next week, which I'm really hyped up about. But if anybody in Raider Nation seriously ever wants to talk to me, you guys can find me. Mitchell Renz 365 Raider Report, all that good stuff. But keep doing your thing, man. The show is growing, and I'm proud of you for it, and I'm glad to see the success you're having, and it's cool to see.
I appreciate you. I love you, brother. Have fun on your vacation, man. Go spend some time with sis. I'm gonna talk to you soon, man. All right, brother. Nation, man. Shout out to my brother Mitch. We still live, man. Y'all want to talk for a little while? We still lit, man. We still lit. I missed the chat. Let me see. Shout out to Raider Dame. He said Mitch is the motherfucking man. Much love and respect. That is facts. That is facts, man. Shout out to my brother Mitch, man. I know a lot of y'all kill him sometimes in the comment section and and do this and do that. But man, I want y'all to understand, man, Mitch is a real solid guy behind the scenes, and he's a really good dude, man. You know what I mean? Let's get some comments in, man. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. For those who have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have not joined yet, become a member, man. Become a member of the channel, man. Hit the join button. And welcome to the family. Let's get to these chat. Let's get to these questions, man. Docs, I'm from the stack. Love all your content, bro. Keep pushing, G. Raider Nation for life. You talking about Hayward, brother? Quiet story. You talking about Hayward? Oh no, you talking about oh, you from the Bay. I love it, bro. I love it, man. Shout to Quiet Storm. Shout out to Quiet Storm. Let me see. Daniel, I fucks with you, Docs. I fucks with you too, King. Appreciate you, brother. Oh yeah, we still lit. We ain't going nowhere. Docs, baby. Shout out to my brother Nick, man. Shout out to my brother Nick. For those who's just popping up, man, my brother Mitch just left. He got work early in the morning. You feel me? But we still here, man. You really think we're gonna take 2 L's to the Chiefs? Callie, I do, man. But don't get me wrong. I believe that we have the talent to beat them once. But I just, at this point, looking at our rosters combined, you know what I'm saying, like compared, I just don't see it, man. I think that offensive line. Oh, man, I don't think y'all really understand, man. That offensive line got so much better. That's a top 5 offensive line in this league now. So that's the reason why I'm more concerned. Yeah, this ticket price is crazy. Raider V Row, what's up, family? How you liking our schedule? 11-6, man. 11-6, brother. I just left Honcho Live not too long ago. I got 11-6, man. I think we get into we grab that wild card and we keep it pushing. You feel me? I am the Bay 2900. Appreciate you, brother. And I see that you joined the chat or joined the membership, brother. I appreciate you, King. I really, really do, man. You guys are keeping this channel going. I'm telling y'all now in the next few months, I'm ready to leave my job and do this shit full time. So you guys are helping me do that, man. I appreciate you guys, man. For real, for real. I'm going to keep putting on for the nation. Point blank. I would do this shit for free anyway, but y'all make this shit just that much better, man. Let me see. Bass, what's up, King? He said use code Mitch 50% off for Manscaped. That dick deodorant, huh? He said use code Mitch for that dick deodorant. I ain't mad at you, King. Docs, you the man. Nah, bro. You the man, bro. Hold on. Oh, shit, I skipped past it. Spotlight, what's good with you, Brody? Pull up, man. You want to talk? Pull up. Wave, I'm a huge fan of Bushman, bro. Like, huge fan. Pull up, Spotlight. What's up, King? Come on. Let's just talk, man. I just love doing this shit with my brothers, man. I love doing this shit, bro. Like, for real. Yo, Darian, bro, if you're available, I'm just going to send you the invite. Come talk for a few minutes, brother. Come talk for a few minutes, man. I love this shit. I love this shit, man. And I'm letting y'all know, too, I'm putting an OG show together right now. Mikey Raider, man. He was just hitting me up right now, actually. Yeah, he just hit me up right now, man. So I'm putting together an OG live, man. I want to get my guys on, man. Oh, Spotlight drunk? Come on, talk that shit. Pull up, brother. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Spotlight said he slapped out. Let's get it. Bass, my channel was growing thanks to Docs. No, thanks to you, brother. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, bro. Keep putting that content in. And Bass, don't think that I'm not watching, brother. Trust me, I watch everything, bro. Everything that you guys do, anybody that I fuck with, I watch everything. I may not comment on everything. I may not, you know what I'm saying, do all that, but trust me. Spotlight, I send it to you, bro. It's in your email. But, bro, I watch everything. Trust me, I watch everything. Everything. Andy, Icy, Spotlight, Samoan, Honcho, Mitch. I watch everything, man. I watch everything. Cool Breeze. Mikey gets emotionally invested. That's my guy, though, man. And he's an OG in this shit. And that's another reason why, I don't think y'all really understand that. Like, Mikey Raider, I've asked him a million times to come on this show. And he deals with anxiety. I do, too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that everybody's perception on him kind of prohibits him from like being like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna pump the brakes, because he deals with a lot of shit mentally and a lot of shit, you know what I mean? So, when my guy come on, man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get my guy on, man. Just appreciate him for what he's done, man. You don't have to believe in everything that he believes in, you know what I'm saying? But he's an OG in this shit. Knock Andrew, I like Night of the Shield. That's my guy. That is my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on the live as well with my brother Watts Raider. Oh shit, King! What's up with it, King?
What's goody, my guy? Listen,
my brother, what's shaking, bro? What's shaking, bro?
We're shaking, bro. We're shaking.
Anything is possible. Talk that shit.
My girlfriend said hello. Today is her birthday. That's why I
happy birthday, Queen. Happy birthday, Queen.
Me and my lady is out.
Yes, we appreciate you. For real, for real. Hey, take care of my brother, man. For real.
Of course.
What's good with you, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. My baby birthday was today, but I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling about this schedule, my guy?
Hey, it's tough, bro. It's tough, bro.
They say we have to aim tough to schedule, but I think we can do it, man.
I do too. I think we start off strong, start off tough, and then it kind of evens out. And at the end of the season, it's just even tougher, bro. It's just like, fuck. But all these primetime games, I'm loving it, bro.
I'm loving the primetime games. They put us on TV.
Bro, I'm loving that shit.
I'm going to be real with you, though. My girl, she's 100% supportive, but we're going to be in Dallas together, man. We're going to be in Dallas together. She a Dallas fan.
You coming?
I'm coming to Dallas, baby.
Bro, You got a room, bro. Pull up.
We coming in dollars, baby. We coming in dollars.
Bro, you got man, hold on. Let me take y'all to y'all room real quick. That's what we gonna do.
Period. I know that's right.
Let them know, Graphk. Let them know, bro. We out here.
Hold on. I'm gonna take y'all to y'all room. Hold on, man. This is an exclusive right here. Look,
What's going on, chat? What's going on, Raider Nation? What's up with y'all?
Y'all got y'all room spotlight. You got your room spotlight.
You already living in dollars, bro. You already living in dollars, my guy.
Dallas?
Yes, he lives in dollars already.
Dallas Cowboys, period.
No, he's a
Trash.
Raider, but you know he lives in Dallas. You know it's all it's about the nation. It's so nation over here.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'll let you know now. But I'm telling you, if you hear my intro, that's him in my intro.
Oh.
That's him
Oh,
in my
yeah,
intro. If anybody know me from the Spotlight Raiders talk, Docs is in my intro. That's how real it is.
Talk that shit.
Docs is in my intro. What?
Hey, man. I'm letting y'all know right now. Y'all pull up out here. Y'all got a place to stay, man. Y'all ain't got to go get no room. No, none of that. Pull up on us.
We with it, man. We definitely with it, man. My girl had a great 28th birthday. We lit over here, but I wanted to go live and talk about the schedule, but I know today was her day, so I couldn't do it.
Let's do this tomorrow. You pull me on your live, and we'll do it on your channel.
Say no more. We can do it around about 7, 8 o'clock my time.
But you usually do the afternoon shows, right?
Yeah, I usually do the afternoon shows, but I can always push it back, bro.
No. Let's do the afternoon because tomorrow I'm gonna spend some time with wifey as well. So let's do it early.
All right, so I usually do it around between 3 and 4. So 4 my time should be good.
Bet. I'll do it at work. It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Listen, I'm with it, man. You know how the live went last time. The shit almost crashed on us the way they went, the way they came in.
Hey, man, I love to see my brothers eat. I love to see this shit, man. I promise you, bro. But listen,
did you order that hat, bro? I know you ordered this hat, bro.
What you mean, bro? You already know I did, bro. Bro, it's on the way. And I ordered the other one with the poker chips and the cards on it.
Oh yeah,
bro. It's lit, bro. It's lit, bro. But hey, do me a favor, man. I love you, my brother. Go spend some time with your wifey, man.
Facts, man.
Tell him I said thank you.
No, it's all love, Queen.
No,
hey, happy birthday.
Yo, he hear you, man. He hear you.
Yeah, come on, baby. Come outside. You good? But enjoy yourself. My wife looking through the door too. She's like, but hey, enjoy yourself, brother. We're gonna talk tomorrow for sure.
Absolutely. I'll definitely hit you. I'll text you tomorrow, man.
All right, my brother.
Salute to you. 1.
Yes, sir. 1. Yes. Nation. What's up, baby? You good? I'm coming in. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up over here in a second, man. I gotta go in here and do my movie now with my wife. Das got plugs and grinding. Sky's the limit. No BS. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. Cool breeze. That's what the nation is about. That's what it's about, brother. That's what it's about, man. Like this shit is not about me, bro. It's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that people tend to understand that. Like, people come in here and just go for themselves. That's not what I'm about, man. It's about this. It's about, I'm trying to touch that shit. It's about the shield, man. It's not about me, man. It's not about me. It's about getting my brothers, my sisters, everybody that do this shit to push them forward, man. That's what we do, man. Shout out to my brother Spotlight. Shout out to my brother Mitch. Man, we lit, man. Mental health is real, bro. Bass, it really is, brother. And I don't know if y'all know, but I'm actually starting a mental health segment as well. I'm doing a mental health Mondays. I said I was going to do it a while ago, but I'm going to start this shit very, very soon because I know a lot of my brothers and my sisters in Raider Nation deal with anxiety and depression. So we are definitely going to do that. You know what I mean? Because I really, really want to be here for my people. This channel was bigger than just, look, we're family, y'all. We are family. And I want to make sure my family is good at all times. You feel me? Yes, shout out to you, Spotlight, brother, man. Spend some time with your queen, brother. Have a good time, man. For real. Nice, bro. Mental health is crucial since social media became popping. Like, bro, it is, man. It really is. And for someone like me that's dealt with depression and anxiety since I was a kid, You know what I mean? I want to be able to speak my truth and have my brothers and sisters come on and tell their stories too, man. So for those who have who joined the membership, I want y'all to understand there's 3 tiers. Tier 1, $2.99. You get the emojis and all the exclusive stuff on that. Tier 2, you get exclusive % off of Oak Las Vegas clothing. You get the emojis and all the other stuff as well. And there's other perks in there. Perk 3, once a month, you can always tell me to do it. You know how I do my skits? Give me a skit idea, and I'm going to do a skit, and I'm going to put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, this is dedicated to woo, woo, woo. So, you know what I mean? And then you get the clothing line % off and all that good stuff too. So we got a lot going on over here with the channel, man. But yeah, push that to the side. Yes, I love that everybody's in here talking about the mental health stuff. We got to talk about that shit, man, because this shit is real, man. It really is real. You know what I'm saying? And I want to help out all my people as much as I can, man. For real, for real. I'll join next month. Anthony Lee, it's all love, brother. And even if you can't, man, you still here with me right now, man. That's all that matters, brother. That's all that matters. Yo, Graphk, I'm going to be at the Bengals. My lights is cutting off and shit. Yo, Graphk, I'm going to be at the Bengals versus Raiders and Raiders versus bro, Carlos, I may have to pull up to that Bengals game. My brother just hit me up and said the tickets are mad cheap. Callie said, you support us, so we support you, man. I appreciate you, brother. He said, hey, that's the realest shit. It's bigger than ourselves. Bro, I'm just a piece. I'm just a pawn in this shit, bro. I'm just a pawn in this shit, bro. That's it. I'm just a pawn, bro. Hey, I'm about to go to tier 3, bro. Mike, man, I appreciate you, brother. I really, really do. Like I said, you could tell me a skit. Give me an idea. I'm going to do a skit about it. And I'm going to put your name in the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing with tier 3. I want to do something different. I want to do something different. I want to get my people involved. And I'm going to do, you know, not just and exclusive lives where I can bring y'all on live with me and talk. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, man. Hey, Nation, I love y'all. I don't think y'all really understand. It's a lot. I put a lot into this shit. A lot. It's a lot of work, man. You know what I mean? To keep up with everything and to bring all of our people on our YouTube. It's just a lot, man. You have to deal with a lot of different things, man. So, you know, I appreciate y'all, man. Man, love for all you're doing for the nation, man. I appreciate you, Raider Lopez. I really do. I'm so blessed to have been able to go to a game at the Coliseum, one of the best experiences of my life. Joey Raider, you've never lied, brother. You never lied. That's the best feeling in the world to be in Oakland Coliseum, bro. For real, man. Appreciate you, brother. Raider Dane, my guy, man. I appreciate you, King, on a donation. Graphk, hopefully we can help you when you start the Mental Mondays, since you still be flashing on motherfuckers. Bro, I do. And look, I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not. You know what I mean? Sometimes I may go on live and go on a tirade and shit and say some crazy shit. I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm not. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. But I'm man enough to come on and apologize if I do something stupid. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But I'm a grown-ass man. And I know when I'm wrong, and I admit when I'm wrong. You feel me? But Raider Dame, I appreciate you, brother. Most definitely. We should collaborate on TikTok. Hey, King LV, what's up, brother? Hit me up. It's all good. Yancy says, I'm looking at Cleveland tickets. The prices are not that bad. I may have to. That's one game I'm looking at, brother. That's one game I'm looking at. All love, Northern Cali, 916, man. Shout out to Eddie, man. 916 in the building. Sacramento, man. You already know. Laugh out loud. He ain't never gonna read it. Isaiah, what you mean? What you mean? I'm here. Yeah, Jamal, check up Mondays. I want to do mental health Mondays for the nation. I want to have all of us come on and bring you guys on the screen and talk about your daily routine. Talk about what you're going through. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to be able to speak to each other about more outside of the Raiders, because it's still Raider related, because we're Raider brothers and sisters. I want y'all to be able to come and talk to me about shit. You know what I mean? I want this to be deeper than just football. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk more than just on some just regular shit. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm on, brother. So Jamal, you already know. We all have our days. We be bugging out. My wife calls it a man period. Mike, you ain't never lying. Grace says, take care of your queen. Thank you for the Raider content. I appreciate you, Greg. Yes, sir. I am about to do that. Doc, stay in the comments. Isaiah tripping. My wife be like, did he say your name? I'm like, yup. Shout out to my brother Michael Edwards, man. I appreciate you, brother. Y'all know me, bro. I'm always in the chat, bro. I will never miss out on y'all, bro. Like, I don't. I read everything. It's just when I have people on, it's very, very tough to bring to read everything. You feel me? Great idea, much respect, brother. I appreciate you, Dame. Raphael, my daughter deals with it too, brother. My daughter's struggling. My daughter deals with anxiety heavy. She got it from me and depression. My daughter's 19, about to be 20 in September, bro. She deals with it. She literally calls me and I have to talk her down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, bro. Tell her to pull up, man, with you on one of these lives, man. And let's talk. Let's talk. Strum, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. Welcome to the fam. I mean, you are family anyway, but welcome to the membership, brother. I appreciate you, King. I don't think you understand how much that helps the channel, brother. We are all imperfect creatures trying to figure this shit out. It helps to know you're not alone, family. Eddie, man, my brother, man. Shout out to my brother Eddie, man. I know, and you know I know who you are, brother. We chat gang. You know what I'm saying? Raider Nation United. He ain't never let me see. I'm 48. Oh shit, hold on. I'm 48 and I deal with anxiety as well, Terrence. Bro, my anxiety, you know what's so crazy? When I started this channel to talk Raider shit, it helped my anxiety so much more. Even my wife be like, babe, like your anxiety is just what my wife used to have to rub my back and rub my neck so I can go to sleep because I dealt with so much shit. You know what I mean? Like for real. You know what I mean? So trust me, bro. You're not alone, King. You're not alone. Mr. Raider Nation, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you on a donation and thank you for saying my music is fire, King. I appreciate you. Don said, what's up, Graphk? Suffer from depression and PTSD, bro. It's real. You ain't never lied, bro. I'll deal with all of it. You know what I mean? As a kid, I got whooped my whole life. You know what I mean? No mom, no dad. My auntie used to beat the shit out of me. My grandma raised me, but she passed away early. You know what I mean? I was 12 years old, man, changing my grandma's diapers and shit. You know what I mean? Because she meant that much to me. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through a lot of shit. And growing up in the neighborhoods that most of us grow up in, it's just not, you know what I mean? It's bad, man. You know what I mean? And I want to hear y'all stories, though. I really want to hear your stories. I want to hear y'all stories. Shout out from West Modesto, Graphk. Yes, sir, West Caesar. Shout out to the 209, man. I love Modesto. She said, for you, I walked to Modesto. Shout out to my brother. Man, shout out to Mac Dre. RIP, man, to the GOAT. Been a Raider fan since Schrader was our QB. Love you, Graphk. Keep it up, bro. Brian, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I love you as well, King. And Jay Schrader, man, I had the Black Sunday poster of him on my wall. For real. Don, yeah, I do too, bro. We all use our humor to disguise what the fuck we dealing with. My brother still do too. Like that's his main trait. He uses his humor to disguise all the shit he deal with. You know what I mean? Trauma is real as fuck, Callie. It's real as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what we deal with. But I want to be able to talk to my people about this shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to just say like, let's just talk football all the fucking time. I want my people to be able to grow with me as human beings, not just as fans of our team. Let's talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hector, man, bro, mental awareness. I really appreciate it for talking about this. I suffer from anxiety. Hector, I'm here for you, King. I promise you, brother. I promise you, bro. Death Star, Docs for President, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you on a donation, King. I really, really do. Docs, you helping more people than you know. Shout out from i.e. San Bernardino. Shout out to the burn, man. Yeah, Dino. Shout out to my guy, man. And I appreciate you, brother. You don't realize how much y'all helped me. See, this is what's so crazy. Everybody on this channel, y'all deal with shit, right? Y'all don't understand how much y'all help me with my shit. Y'all really keep me sane. So thank every single one of y'all in the chat, man. Like y'all keep me sane. For real. Patrick, I love the energy. We need you out here in these crazy times. I appreciate you, King. Like I said, this is not a regular typical Raider channel, man. This is family. This is what we do over here. Man. You feel me? Welcome to the Black Hole Raiders YouTube. Lewis, you already know, King. That's what we on. Brother. That's what we on. I'm not too good for none of y'all, bro. I promise you. I will never, ever, I don't care if I get to 100,000 subscribers. I will never be too good to not read y'all comments and talk to my people. I try to respond to everybody as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand though. What do y'all think, man? Thumbs up. Y'all want to do Mental Health Mondays? Let's do Raider Nation Mental Health Mondays. I would love to be able to do that, man. Bring my guys on, my Raiderettes on and talk about our shit. Y'all want to do that? I would love to do that, man. I would really, really love to do that. That would mean a lot to me, man. For real. There we go. Bet. I see the thumbs up. We lit. For sure, man. Great job, Docs. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Rod Gas. Shout out to Mexico. There we go. There we go. Well, I gotta go, nation. My wife gonna kill me if I don't get my ass in this house. I love every single one of y'all, man. I really, really want to do that Monday nights. Let's do that. Let's start next Monday. Y'all down? I'm just gonna bring my people on and we're gonna talk about what we talk about. Let's do that. Let's do it, man. This channel is authentic and you can feel the love for the nation. I appreciate you, King. That's what it's about. I really genuinely love the nation. This is a lifestyle. This is a culture. This is deeper than just this is rooted in me. You feel me? Doc, you a real one. I appreciate you, brother. G Rich, man, I appreciate you on a donation, King. At this point, a home game in Vegas looks unaffordable, bro. It does, brother. What the fuck? A ticket for the NY game is $199. It would be cheaper to fly there. We should get a group of the nation to meet at an away game. I'm gonna be at all the away games this year, brother. All away games. I will be at the Giants game. I'm meeting up with Honcho. We gonna kick it, do some lives. So most definitely, brother. Yeah, I feel you completely. I appreciate you, brother, on the donation. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love y'all, nation. We're gonna talk again. We'll be live again Friday. I got the OG show coming next week. I still got Kenny King coming up soon. We have to redo our show. I didn't get a chance to do something with him, but we have a lot of new things coming up. And Monday night, we're going to do the first Monday night mental health show, man. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I love y'all, nation, for real, man. From the bottom of my heart, man, I'm appreciative of every single one of y'all, man. For real, for real. If y'all have not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. And if y'all do get the chance, hit that join button, man, and become a member of the channel. Everything helps, man. I love y'all, nation. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all, man. For real, man. One.